a traffic jam all over Bangkok. Everywhere, traffic jam. Maybe that's, I thought maybe it was because of the Moon Festival last night. But maybe it's the weather, the rain, and the traffic. There's hardly anybody here today. You know what I mean? The weather, the rain, the traffic, all combined to create a problem. Wow. Sure. You're all right. I thought so. Anyway, we'll get started and see if anybody else shows up.
Please wait about 5 minutes for. No.
They're not coming. Oh.
Good morning, Mr.
One more.
Yes.
Where are the students? Where are the students? There's no one here.
Yeah.
Do you think it's because of the Moon Festival or the rain?
Yes.
What?
The rain and traffic.
Oh, traffic. Traffic. Yeah, you know, it was impossible to get a taxi this morning. I usually take a taxi to the Marinol, but I had to walk today. No taxis. It's like everywhere in the world. As soon as it rains, the taxis disappear. Wow, where'd they go? They disappear.
Yes.
Disappear, the taxis. Where's your friend?
He went to Chiang Mai.
She
went to Chiang Mai
Oh, when's she coming back?
to talk about. Come back on Sunday.
Oh, so she'll be back next week. She's not going for a month or 2 months or anything like that. Oh, okay. Good. Okay, well, we'll get started and see what happens. We're talking today, all week we've been discussing the issues with Syria, the United Nations, Russia, the United States, Britain, France. And the headline today, 9/20? Yeah, 9/20. Is it, or 19? What is it, 20?
Yeah, you're right.
Are you sure? Okay, 20. Syria advised to steer clear of chemical weapons. Syria advised to steer clear of chemical weapons. That's the headline. And here's the article, the beginning of it. Despite a weekend agreement between the U.S. and Russia aimed at dismantling Syria's chemical arsenal by mid-2014, the two sides remained at loggerheads in their assessment of the August 21st gas attack that left hundreds dead. Syria advised to steer clear of chemical weapons. Despite a weekend agreement between the U.S. and Russia aimed at dismantling Syria's chemical arsenal by mid-2014, the two sides remained at loggerheads in their assessment of the August 21st gas attack that left hundreds dead. Now we're still talking about Syria, the chemical weapons, Russia, the United States. And they're still having debates about what they're going to do about it. So I'm going to read it one more time. Syria advised to steer clear of chemical weapons. Despite a weekend agreement between the United States and Russia aimed at dismantling Syria's chemical arsenal by mid-2014, the two sides remained at loggerheads in their assessment of the August 21st gas attack that left hundreds dead. Give it a try. Oh, you want to- Go ahead.
Syria as wide to steer clear of chemical weapons.
Right.
Despite weekend agreements between the U.S. and Russia aimed as dismantling Syria's chemical arsenals by mid 2014.
Right. Oh, wait a minute, I'm sorry. 2014, I jumped ahead a century.
The two sides remained as loggerheads.
That's right.
Loggerheads is in their assessment of the August 21st 21st gas attack that left hundreds dead.
Right. Very good. Good job. Syria advised to steer clear of chemical weapons. Despite a weekend agreement between the U.S. and Russia aimed at dismantling Syria's chemical arsenal by mid-2014, the two sides remained at loggerheads in their assessment of the August 21st attack that left hundreds dead.
Syria advised to
Steer clear
of chemical weapons. Despite a weekend agreement between the U.S. and Russia aimed at dismantling Russia.
Dismantling Syria. Chemical
arsenal by mid-2014.
Next year.
2014, the two sides remain at loggerheads in their assessment
Assessment.
assessment
Assessment.
of the August 21
First.
21st gas or gas
Attack.
attack that left 100 dead.
No, left.
Left
There's no one. There's no one.
no but 100.
Hundreds.
Left hundreds dead.
Yeah. Syria advised to steer clear of chemical weapons. Despite a weekend agreement between the U.S. and Russia aimed at dismantling Syria's chemical arsenal by mid-2014, the two sides remained at loggerheads in their assessment of the August 21st gas attack that left hundreds dead. Go ahead.
Syria advised to steer clear of chemical weapons, despite a weekend agreement between the U.S. and Russia aimed at dismantling Syria's chemical arsenal by mid-2014.
Exactly.
The two sides remained at loggerheads in their assessment of August 21st gas attack that left hundreds dead.
Yeah, right. Syria advised to steer clear of chemical weapons. Despite a weekend agreement between the U.S. and Russia aimed at dismantling Syria's chemical arsenal by 2014, the two sides remained at loggerheads in their assessment of the August 21st gas attack that left hundreds dead. Go ahead, sir.
Syria advised to steer clear of chemical weapons despite a weekend agreement between the U.S. and Russia aimed at dismantling Syria's chemical arsenal by mid-2014. The two sides remained at loggerheads in their assessment of the August 21st gas attack that left hundreds dead.
Right. Very good. The word here is despite. Despite a weekend agreement. Despite a weekend agreement. Syria advised to steer clear of chemical weapons. Go ahead.
Syria advised to steer clear of chemical weapons, despite a weekend agreement between the U.S. and Russia aimed at dismantling Syria's chemical arsenal by mid-2014. The two sides remained at loggerheads in their assessment of August 21st gas attack that left hundreds dead.
Right. Remained. At loggerheads in their assessment of the August 21st gas attack that left hundreds dead. Sing.
Syria advised to steer clear of chemical weapons, despite a weekend
agreement between US and Russia and dismantling Syria's chemical arsenal by mid-2014. The two sides remained at loggerheads. Their assessment on the figure of Earth's 21st gas attack that left hundreds dead.
Very good, Mr. Singh. That's excellent job. Well, he's clapping for himself. Very happy with. Syria advised to steer clear of chemical weapons, despite a weekend agreement between the U.S. and Russia aimed at dismantling Syria's chemical arsenal by mid-2014. The two sides remained at loggerheads in their assessment of the August 21st gas attack that left hundreds dead. Go ahead.
Syria advised to steer up of chemical weapons despite a weekend agreement between the US and Russia aimed at dismantling Syria's chemical arsenal by mid-2014.
Right. Next year, 2014, 2013, 2014.
The two sides remained at loggerheads in their assessment of the August 21st gas attack that left hundreds dead.
Yeah, okay, good, very good. Dismantling. It's like this man, then kind of T-L-I-N-G, tling, dismantling of Syria's chemical arsenal by mid-2014. Next year, mid-2014 would be June of 2014. Mid-year, boom, the middle. Syria advised to steer clear of chemical weapons. Steer clear. Steer clear. What does steer clear mean? Well, if you're driving a car, you're steering the car, right? And if you're in front of me as I'm driving down the road, standing there, I would steer clear of you. I wouldn't want to run over you. So I would steer clear. In other words, so in other words, Syria advised to stay away from chemical weapons. Steer clear. Go around. Steer clear. If you're steering, the wheel of the car is the steering wheel. How you drive. So if you steer clear of something, you're staying away. You're driving around it, so to speak. You're staying clear, staying away. In this case, Syria is told to stay away from chemical weapons. Steer clear. Go around. Don't even think about it. Despite a weekend agreement even though they had an agreement this past weekend, a few days ago, this past weekend, a weekend agreement, Saturday, Sunday, they agreed to something. And they agreed, who agreed? Russia and the US. They agreed over the weekend to the agreement took aim, was looking directly to do something.
Target.
What?
It means target.
Target, right.
ยิงเหรอ
Right. To aim at, to target, to look at something. And what were they aiming at? What were they looking to do? Take apart, to dismantle Syria's chemical weapons store. All the chemical storage, the arsenal, the place where the weapons were contained, the storage area of the chemical weapons, the arsenal.
Yeah.
Usually referred to weapons as held in an arsenal.
อะไรนะ
So, aimed at taking apart Syria's arsenal of chemical weapons, to
Yes.
dismantle them.
Yes.
If you wanted to dismantle this temple, you would hire a company to come in and take it apart,
Yeah.
piece by piece, gone,
Yeah.
dismantled.
Like a warehouse or store.
Right, you got it. The two sides remained at loggerheads.
ล็อกเกอร์เคส
Remained at loggerheads. They did not agree. Boom, boom, boom. No agreement, no boom, boom, boom. They remained opposed in their opposed. They didn't agree. They don't agree. Loggerheads. Boom, boom, boom. Not nice, good agreement. Kaboom. So the two sides, being the U.S. and Russia, remained opposed in their view of or assessment, what they analyzed of the August 21st chemical weapons or gas attack that left hundreds of people dead in the suburb of Houthi.
Yeah.
In Syria. In spite of, don't even think about it, regardless of the weekend agreement aimed at taking apart the chemical weapons of Syria by mid-2014, the two sides still were opposed to each other, opposed at loggerheads to each other.
Yeah.
In their view of, in their study of the August 21st gas attack that left hundreds dead. Russia said, this is what happened. And the U.S. said, no, it didn't. This is what happened. Wow. Kaboof. Kabiff. Kabang. Disagreed. Opposed. Loggerheads.
Opposed.
It's an expression to show that they're opposed to each other. Boom, boom, like banging heads, but not agreeing. It happens a lot in life. People are at loggerheads about one thing or another. Any questions about that?
I still not understand all the passages.
All the what?
All the passages.
Passes. What do you mean passes?
All the topic. All the message.
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 Oh, message.
Message.
What don't you understand?
Syria.
Yes, Friday.
Syria is a country.
Syria to be advised to stop the chemical weapon, right?
Yeah.
And despite that is
A resolution, an agreement. Despite coming to an agreement.
despite there is the agreement between U.S. and Russia aimed at dismantling. What's the meaning of dismantling?
Take apart.
take apart.
Yeah, if I said to you, we are going to dismantle this temple. Dismantle this temple. We are going to take it apart, piece by piece. No more temple. Boom, gone. Dismantle. If I was going to dismantle that chair, I would take it apart.
Yeah.
Pieces all over the floor. Dismantle. Why did he dismantle the chair? He didn't like that chair. So he dismantled it. He didn't like this classroom, so he took it apart.
Yeah.
Dismantle, to take apart.
แปลว่าอะไร
Take
อะ
it easy.
มันเหมือนแยกออกมันจากกันเทคพาร์
Dismantle.
Take it easy.
what take apart what take apart
Dismantling.
what dismantling what dismantling
Syria's chemical arsenal.
ไม่มีติดภาษาไทยเหรอ
All right.
ไม่เข้าใจเลยวันหลังต้องบอกมาเออ
เดี๋ยวกำลังดีไซน์
ถามสิถามไม่เข้าใจเลย
dismantling
This is the arsenal. In this room, in this building, Syria has its chemical weapons. They're here. They're here. They're here. On the shelf. They're here. They're here. They're here. They're here. They're here.
อาร์เซนอลรู้ dismantling
The arsenal of Syria. Inside the arsenal, you open the door. Wow. Chemical weapons in boxes, let's say.
Yes.
So, the United States and Russia go to the arsenal.
Yeah.
Whoa! They look inside and say, my gosh, there are chemical weapons in Syria's building containing the chemical weapons in the arsenal. We can't have that. Why? We've made an agreement that they should be dismantled. So what do? Russia and the U.S.
Take away.
open the door and start taking away all the boom, 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 boom. Dismantle the whole building. And the next thing you know, no arsenal, ground, tree. Gone. Where's the arsenal? They dismantled it. Gone.
กำจัดของไทยแยกออกไป
No arsenal.
Please.
Dismantled.
Can I use get rid of
Yeah,
instead of dismantling?
of course.
True.
Aimed at getting rid of
Yeah.
Syria's chemical arsenal.
Yeah. Thank you.
Where there used to be an arsenal, there's now a park, trees. You can go sit under the tree and read because there's no arsenal there anymore. It was dismantled. They got rid of it. Any questions about that? Dismantled?
yes
What?
yes I know dismantling
Yes.
is the mean is the same meaning of getting rid of weapon.
Right. You can dismantle a house. You can dismantle a car. You can dismantle that desk. If you got just take it apart.
Yeah.
It's all made of pieces of metal. It's not one thing that was it. No, it was assembled. If it was assembled, it can be disassembled. If it was assembled, it can be disassembled or dismantled. Bingo.
อ๋อ
Oh.
ลื้อชิ้นส่วนไงลื้อไง disassemble assemble right
Good.
ลื้อชิ้นส่วนไง assemble แปลว่าประกอบไงลื้อชิ้นไง
English, very tricky. Very tricky.
I clear
I am clear. Yes.
I am clear
I am clear. Oh, good. Question?
Absolutely clear.
Absolutely clear. Clear without question.
I have many questions
You can, please Chinese might come down and turn them into mud.
Just one. The two sides mean Syria and the Western and the US and Russia. Two sides remain at loggerheads.
Last weekend,
Yes.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
Yes.
there was an agreement
Yes.
between
Yes.
the US and Russia. They had an agreement. And what did they do? What was it all about? The two sides, the US and Russia, the two sides. Remember, the two sides are at loggerheads. There's the American view. This is what Syria did with the weapons, said the United States. And on the other side, Russia said, no, it's not. This is what they did with the chemical weapons. The two sides remained opposed as in their view of the August 21st attack. The American side, the United States side, said that they did this. And Russia said, no, they didn't. They did this. So there's a debate. Even though they had an agreement on the weekend about the fact that they got to get rid of them, they still say who was responsible for the attack. The United States says the Assad regime. Russia says no, they weren't. It was the rebels. They did it. So we'll see.